Happy 4th of July, Citrus County. As you can see, Chamber Chat is celebrating 4th of July, and we are decked out in our red, white, and blue today. I'm very excited to introduce our co-host, Barbara Mills. Although you need no introduction, you're very well known in the community with all of your work that you do, but I want to thank you so much for being here today.
Well, it's a pleasure, especially with being all decked out in the red, white, and blue.
That's
I
right.
appreciate that.
Actually, we should call it our red, white, and blonde
Oh, that's
episode.
right. That's right.
Well, Barbara, I got to tell you, when I asked some of our community leaders who they felt the most patriotic member of our community was, your name came up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I have to say. So why do you think that is? Why do you think people consider you to be so patriotic?
Maybe all the work with the veterans. I just, you know, it's my passion these days. Everybody has to have something to do, and with real estate being as slow as it has been, and of course my son, when he went overseas, it just became my passion. And to bring recognition to some of the things that were going on overseas. And one thing just led to another, and here we are.
So your son serves in the military?
Yes.
What branch of the military is he
He's
in?
Navy. He's in, oh, my Navy pen.
I
my
see
Navy
that.
mom
It
pen.
says Navy mom.
That's right. He's in the Navy. He's in intelligence, and he's been in for 12 years. And right now he's currently serving overseas in Afghanistan. This is his third tour. So mother's not a happy camper, but that's where he's at.
But I know you're a proud mama.
Yes, very proud. My oldest son was also Navy. He did his 6 years, and he got out and had a family and settled down here in Citrus County. And then my middle child went over, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So tell us about some of your community involvement. What are some of the organizations that you work with?
Well, we started off with the Operation Welcome Home. That was what started this whole thing. We had 7 local kids that went to school here, and we decided to do a welcome home party for the 7. And we finished up the 7, and the baskets we gave were just big laundry baskets, and they were filled with all kind of good stuff, and valued about $700 to $800 at the time. And when we finished up with our 7th, we were done, or so I thought. Well, let me tell you, the military organizations here in Citrus County are unbelievable. I'm sure you know that.
Absolutely.
And they said, you can't stop now. And I'm like, well, I've run out of money and don't know where I'm going to go from here. And they all said that they would chip in. And since then, they've been very supportive, and they have financially helped me with all this. And that's where we're at.
That's wonderful to hear that it's all coming together.
It is. I mean, and everyone has come together. This is not just one organization that has done this, and this is not just a me thing, because it's not. It has been the American Legions, the VFWs, all the Purple Heart, the Rolling Thunder, the American Legion Riders, I mean, you name it. The submariners have been a very big help, the fleet, and I'm very partial to those Navy guys and the submariners. They have been wonderful. But all of them, they have been great. And nobody can say no. How can you say no when it comes to our military? So.
Well, you also do something very special with the Wounded Warriors program.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's a dinner that the MOA puts on down at the VA Haley Hospital. And it's a dinner once a month, and you go down to the VA Haley Hospital, and you serve the wounded. It's sponsored by a nice restaurant. Outback sponsored it. There's been several other local restaurants that sponsor it. You go down and you serve the wounded and their families, and they will be there, and they come and go as needed. They come from like Walter Reed. They're here for rehab, and they also have the Fisher House there that where the people stay, the parents, the families, the wives, and the kids, while their loved one is being taken care of, whether it be man or women. And it's just a great place for them to do rehab. And we had a local guy here from Crystal River. His name's Rami. He was down there. We went down as a group. A lot of us came from Citrus County, went down to see him when we found out he was there. And but that's what we do. And it's put on by MOA. And like I said, we just serve them dinner, and then you talk with them. And I tell you, it's heartbreaking when you leave. But it makes me feel good.
It
does.
Wonderful.
But.
Well, tell me, since this is our 4th of July themed chamber chat, do you have any 4th of July traditions that you celebrate in your family? What do you do on the 4th?
Oh my gosh, what do we do? Rest? Well, because we'll be doing the 3rd at the Inverness Fireworks.
Yes.
We'll have a booth down there for donations for Operation Welcome Home. But basically, we're very family oriented with the kids, and they'll come over and they'll go in the pool, and we just pretty much stick it out with family. We used to love to go to St. Augustine to see the fireworks. That was somewhat of a tradition. But since I've been involved in this, now it's kind of like I got to be here to do a booth down at the park on the 3rd. That will be in Inverness, so that's where we'll be on the 3rd, and probably the 4th we cooking hot dogs and hamburgers like every American will be doing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we have a really great show for you today. I'm very excited. We have Jimmy T. Smith, who's here today. He's going to tell us about some of his experiences during his years of military in our Thank a Vet segment. And then we're going to start something new today. It's going to be a little fun. It's called the Chamber Chat Challenge. And that's where Barbara will go up against Josh Wooten in the Chamber Chat Challenge, and they will answer fun trivia questions that are related to 4th of July.
Very good.
And then in our Chamber Cook segment, we're going to bring in some recipes that will be sure to make you the hit of your backyard barbecue. So stay with us. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Jimmy T. Smith. Stay tuned.
Oh,